Hello, my name is Gwendolyn Caleb. My case is hypertension. My patient is Mr. DW. He is a 56-year-old African American male who presents to the clinic alone. His chief complaint is a follow-up of an elevated blood pressure times 1 week ago. History of present illness, elevated blood pressure. Um, he stated that a week ago he forgot to take his blood pressure medications, and a lot of this is attributed to stressors that's found on his job. He does consume alcohol daily. He is a smoker, and he does not practice no type of exercise regimen. His only past medical history is hypertension, and his medication includes lisinopril 10 milligrams daily. Mr. DW's blood pressure a week ago was 157 over 87. Today it is much better. It's 134 over 82. His height is 6'1". He weighs 257 pounds. His BMI is 33.9, in which he is considered obese. So non-pharmacological interventions would include the DASH diet, which is the dietary approach to stop hypertension. And with this diet, you can only have like 1,500 milligrams of sodium a day. I would suggest that he would decrease his alcohol intake and his cigarette smoking. I would suggest that he would do away with fried foods. He may want to consider eating baked fish or poultry. He may want to consider eating lots of fruits, vegetables, and nuts. He needs to develop an exercise regimen and decrease his caffeine intake. And as far as his medications, I'm going to continue him on lisinopril 10 milligrams daily. And his differential diagnosis would be primary hypertension, secondary hypertension, and complicated hypertension. And for Mr. DW, his diagnosis is primary hypertension. And again, I will keep him on the lisinopril 10 milligrams PO daily. His last blood work was in April and everything looked good. I would have him to return to the clinic in 6 months, and at that time I would do a reevaluation of his blood pressure. I would have him to keep a log of his blood pressure on a daily basis. I would draw labs to include a TSH, CMP, CBC, a fasting glucose, a fasting lipid, and a UA, and I would do another EKG. Should Mr. DW have any problems with elevated blood pressure, he can return to the clinic or he can return to the nearest ED department. This concludes the video for today.